What is up, guys? It is quad day. We're gonna go hit some quads, drink this 5-hour energy, and we're gonna check out that new gym that I signed up for yesterday, Metroflex Gym. It's like a grungy bodybuilding style gym. Not great lighting and stuff, but it's closer to my house and it's not a commercial gym. And those are the two most important things. There's a mountainside like 5 minutes from here, but it's way too packed. I would never be able to vlog in there because I would be deathly embarrassed. I can barely talk to you guys right here alone, and my dogs are watching. Like, I'm worried about what they're thinking about me right now. But anyway, let's hit this and let's go to the gym. Actually, you know what? I need some Legion Pulse stim free because I need to feel that itchy goodness. You know why I think I like it? Because I was addicted to opiates and they make you itchy, and that was like half the fun. Don't get the euphoria, but I can still have the itch and not end up in rehab. So win-win, I think. All right, we got 2 scoops, double the beta alanine, double the flavor. I didn't want to put a cap on this, so I'm just kind of swirling it. And I think I'm gonna actually hire that editor full time to do all of these videos because it will be worth it to invest into my business, right? All my stuff is online. So I feel like hiring an editor to buy back some of my time, which I already did with the videographer. And then very soon after, I was like, you know, we also need an editor because editing takes the most amount of time. So Alec, if you're editing this, make it clear that you're editing this. All right, if there was like 0 edits to that, then I'm still editing this and I didn't hire him. If it was cool, then yeah, he's doing it. And thank you for doing this stuff. Guys, hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell so we can get monetized and I can keep paying this guy. One of my favorite shows that I watched a few years ago, I watched like every single season. I don't know if there's new seasons now. If there are, I need to watch them. But it was My 600 Pound Life. Watching those people just consume. And it was actually when I was out of shape when I was watching it. It's when I looked the worst I'd ever looked, and I would just be sitting there eating fast food and Oreos watching My 600 Pound Life. I don't know why, but my wife would walk in and see me eating Oreos watching My 600 Pound Life, and she was like, what the hell are you doing? Like, this is disgusting. Why are you doing this? But I love that show. I don't know why. I think just seeing the people overcome their struggles was awesome. And also, the whiny ass people who just made excuses for everything was also very entertaining. But I loved it when someone actually would stick to the program, get results. They got their surgery, and then they basically changed, like, turned their whole life around. That was pretty sick to see. But Dr. Now's way of like getting people to lose weight is actually very unsustainable and kind of insane. Like, he takes these people who eat 20, 30,000 calories a day, and then he puts them on a 1,200 calorie a day diet, which is way less than they would need to lose weight, right? If you're eating 20 to 30,000 calories, and yeah, that's a huge surplus and you're gaining a lot of weight, but most of these people on that show could eat like 5,000 calories a day and lose probably the first 100 to 150 pounds. And then from there, they could probably go like 4,000 calories and then 3,000. And they probably could get to a healthy weight eating 3,000 calories a day because they're just so used to eating an absurd amount of calories. It's wild. But I think next week, I'm going to try that 1,200 calorie a day diet as like a challenge video. I think I'm going to do it for 5 days. Since I'm going to San Diego and I'm trying to cut for this next 10 to 12 days, I need to finish the beef that I currently have because that's not going to work for the diet and I don't want it to go bad. So by the end of this weekend, I should be able to finish that food and then I can come up with a 1,200 calorie a day diet. And I'm going to do it in the best way possible, like come up with the most voluminous type of 1,200 calories I can. So I'm still gonna do like a Ninja Creamy, but I'm probably gonna do almond milk, 1 scoop of protein powder, and try to make it like voluminous, and probably add some blueberries because those are pretty low in calories. And then probably other than that, I'm gonna do chicken and vegetables and salad. And I think doing it that way, I should be able to get in like a good amount of food and be able to not be like super hungry. But anytime you're in a deficit that much, right, that's like basically a third of what I normally eat. So a few days in, I probably will start to get pretty hungry, but I want to see how it feels because I already know it's a very stupid diet, especially for people that are 600 pounds and could lose weight eating significantly more. So I want to see what it feels like just as like a normal in shape person to eat that few calories and then kind of compare it to like how they would feel. Because for them, it's got to be straight up starvation. I can't imagine any of them do it. Even if they did it like half-assed and did like 3,000 calories a day, they would still lose as much weight as Dr. Now wants them to lose. It's for like 1,200 calories a day is probably what like some girls do on a diet, some like petite women. But other than that, pretty much nobody needs to be eating 1,200 calories a day. I'd say most women I work with eat somewhere in like the 15 to 1,900 calorie a day range to lose weight sustainably and without starving themselves. And then there's girls with really good genetics that can eat like 2,000 plus calories a day. That's actually pretty rare, and they tend to be the more muscular, like very good genetic type of people. But anyway, I think it'll be a fun challenge, and it will help me with my cut. So killing two birds with one boner, as they say. All right, just got to the new gym. Let's go in here and check it out. I think they blast music, so how much are we actually going to be able to film? I don't know. Nice. It's cool. They have a little cardio room that's separate from their weight room. So I'll probably come in here and get some work done a little later. And find the bathroom because I need to go pee-pee. Nice. And it's available. Been trying to drink a lot more water. And I had that pre-workout and I had a 5-hour energy, and the caffeine always makes me have to pee like real quick. Like 10 times. Even if I only have like this much liquid in my bladder, I have to pee. All right, the music is blasting, so probably won't be able to actually use any of this footage. I think we're just gonna B-roll this bitch because this music is no good for copyright. All right, we're done with our workout. That's a very good workout. Loving this gym's vibe, the grunginess, everyone's jacked. There's more people here, which brings the energy up a lot more than the other gym I go to. We're in the posing room. No offense to the owner, but this is the worst posing room I've ever seen. It's not a bad room, it's the lighting. All it has is fluorescent tube lights. Look at this. It has one tube light, and that's it, which is gonna make me look terrible, but whatever. Let's check out the physique on this shit-ass lighting. Maybe the point is that it's bad lighting, so you'll work harder. Because if the lighting's good, then you'll look shredded when you're not, and then you won't diet hard enough. Because if you look good in this lighting, then you're super shredded. Maybe that, yeah. It's probably good for posing rooms not to have good lighting, but I don't know, it could be a little better than this, I think, though. Let's see, if I look decent in here, then that means I look pretty good. You wear like tight-ass clothes and then you try to peel them off smoothly when you're sweaty. Doesn't work out well. All right, not bad. We'll look half decent in this room. Not too bad. Ooh. Wonder how I'll look after this 1,200 calorie a day diet next week. Because this is from bulking all month. And then I've eaten 2,800 calories for like 2 days. So after 5 days of 1,200, oh my God. I probably will look like I don't exist anymore. I don't know, but this was a good gym. We started with leg extension. I changed the order of the leg workout today a little bit. I usually just start with like whatever's the easiest for warming up. And at the other gym, I don't do leg extension first because it's a very sticky leg extension. But at this gym, their leg extension was super smooth and I actually loved it. I was able to do way more weight and it felt super smooth. So I'm excited to keep doing leg days here because their equipment was much better. I would say the leg press I didn't love. It was like this weird step thing where like you either had your feet like flat or at a really high angle. And I didn't particularly like either one of them, but did some squats today. I had Smith machine close grip squats was what I was supposed to do. But a little kid was like playing on the Smith machine and the lighting was bad. So I was like, let me just do real squats. So I squatted 225. I did like 2 sets of 5 on that. Haven't squatted any weight in like a long ass time. I don't do squats. But the energy of this gym kind of made me want to do squats for some reason. It's just that grungy like bodybuilding hardcore style, and there's like pictures of jack dudes on the walls. And then I did hack squats last. I wasn't gonna do them, but then I was inspired by the picture of Tom Platz up on the wall, and I was like, I have to hit these. Anyway, great first day at this gym. I'll definitely keep coming back. It's closer to my house, so I don't even know how often I'm gonna go back to the other gym at this point. We'll see how the clips look. I don't think the lighting was great for short form stuff. For long form, I don't think it matters quite as much, but yeah, definitely gonna do some stuff. And they had like a bunch of equipment like chains and more hardcore stuff. So I'm thinking maybe I could do a video living like The Rock for 24 hours. Come here at like 4 a.m., hit a hard workout with like dips and chains, you know, just like follow one of The Rock's workouts and then eat one of his cheat meal days. I think that'll be a good next video after I do the 600 pound life, 1200 calorie diet. That's definitely my next video because it works well with my cut. And then when we get back from San Diego, maybe I'll do living like The Rock for a day, living like Joe Rogan for a day. I don't know, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Help this channel grow, guys. If it grows, then I don't know, you'll be able to be like, yo, I started watching this guy when he was real small, like his penis, and now he's gotten bigger, unlike his penis. So, peace out.